Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How many members of the audience remember this object? See, quite a lot of you. Obviously, you may remember this from your childhood. It's a yo-yo. Now, before I commence with the talk, I want to ask one more question. What words do you associate with this object? Perhaps fun, useless, childish, or something else? Obviously, this toy is based off a simple concept: a round-shaped object with a string attached to its center. For some of you, this may have brought a lot of joy into your childhood. But for some of you, it may have came on sale with a black eye and a broken window. Well, in modern society, with the development of technology, it's hard to see a child, let alone an adult, playing the yo-yo, as they're often engaged with their phones, tablets, or computers. Now, the question you may have is, how could this be potentially more fun than trying to kill pigs with birds on Angry Birds? Similar to technology, the yo-yo itself has also developed. Instead of just bouncing up and down, it can now spin for a continuous period of time due to a small mechanical part called the bearing. I will compare the bearing with a spinning top or Beyblade. As you would pull on the string to create rotational spin in order for the yo-yo to keep going. And basically, the bearing helps to facilitate that task. During this period of time where the yo-yo is spinning, the player is now able to perform tricks. With the new possibilities given to the yo-yo, there's various benefits that it brings to the player. Yo-yoing is not only a skill of the hands, it's also a practice of the mind. As humans, we like new ideas, and simply replicating something that has been done before will not stimulate our interest. Therefore, the activity pushes the player to combine concepts and ideas together to make something that is much more visually appealing. Even something as simple as doubling an action can make a series of tricks much more interesting to watch. Here I'm going to do another demonstration. It's going to be a combination of two tricks. The first trick is called the Eli hop, and it looks like this. And the second trick is called a double or nothing, and it looks like this. Now, it may be interesting to watch for the first time, but watch what happens when I put them together. As you can see, the trick immediately gains depth and is much more interesting to watch. With the addition of the bearing, I can also now perform horizontal tricks or grind tricks that I can add into the combination. Creativity is also extremely important in professional yo-yoing, as players do the aforementioned combination of concepts and ideas to make a trick their own. They must have a good understanding of how to manipulate the string and the yo-yo to get in and out of variations. For example, Harrison Lee, world champion at the age of 13, currently 18, and has done a TED Talk on professional yo-yoing, has invented his trick called the Harrison Hurricane, and is now known as one of his signature skills. Not only is the yo-yo a creative toy, it is also versatile. Where players rehearse a routine until perfection for competitions, it is extremely easy to change up a combination how they want during free play. When I find myself making a mistake, I can easily link it up based on where the mistake takes me. Yo-yoing, like art, music, or writing, is free for the player to interpret it however they like. For example, Using the trick that's shown before, you can get into the double or nothing using the conventional way, like this. Or you could start from this, call it trapeze, and simply whip the string around and catch it. And for parents who probably think, oh, my child's going to get bored of this really quickly, the yo-yo actually has 5 styles of play, ranging all the way from 1A to 5A. 1A is what I've been showing up till now, so anything that one relates with traditional yo-yoing. All the way all the way to 5A, where instead of having the string attached to my finger, there's now a counterweight. And I can simply do tricks with the counterweight instead. As you can see, the yo-yo is not only versatile in being able to change up a combination however you like, but the player can also pick their playstyle based on their preference. Now, I've spoken quite a lot on the mental side of yo-yoing and the versatility of yo-yoing. But what about the physical side? Fine motor skills, which are small movements, such as creating a stroke with a pencil or playing a guitar, can be trained while playing the yo-yo. Here, I'm going to show you a trick called code fusion. It's a relatively simple trick, but watch how many actions it takes me to complete it. It starts off with a double or nothing. I cross my fingers once, twice, thrice, push it out, swings it twice before returning the yo-yo. I'll watch what happens when I go in full motion. As you can see, that was one trick, but it took approximately 7 small movements to complete. The player's ability to perform small, detailed, accurate movements are challenged in professional yo-yoing, as they do tricks that are way harder than the trick that I've just shown before, and also at a faster pace. One small mistake, in which they couldn't manipulate the string correctly, will cost them the competition. Lastly, yo-yoing, like anything that one may enjoy doing, it relieves stress. It is extremely satisfying to pull off a trick that you have been learning for a long period of time, or simply invent a trick, as I said before, to impress your friends. I remember the first time I pulled off a trick called the Acceleration GT. I was exhilarated because I hit it one of the countless times that I tried. With the yo-yo being so small and portable, you can take it anywhere to play, as long as you don't give somebody else a black eye. Another better aspect of the yo-yo is probably because that you can take a break from your computers once in a while and still have fun in the meantime. Now, before I end the talk, I would like to go back to the question at the beginning. What words do you associate with this object? We as humans often underappreciate things that are around us, as we think of them as having no benefit to society, whether it may be video games or the yo-yo itself. However, hopefully after this talk, you see these things differently, something limitless and enjoyable. Even better, I urge members of the audience to go home and try one. And maybe then, you'll see these things under a different light. Thank you.